What's going on, everybody? As I remind myself to unmute myself here. I was obviously taking a look at a couple of the drills in the intro about what might be practical versus what might not be practical at your next range day outing. All right. All right. So obviously that'll be the topic of tonight. But of course, and first and foremost, thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate every last one of you guys. Big shout out to my man, Alex Stein. That's prime time Alex Stein, primetime 99, pimps on blimps, eating shrimp, for rocking some Clint Morgan merch in one of his live streams this past week. I thought that was pretty freaking cool, man. So big shout out to Alex Stein. He also recently had Brandon Herrera on his live stream, and just awesome dude. Like, he does a really good at trolling the left. So awesome guy. So thanks, man, for supporting me and the channel. Again, big shout out to all of you guys here watching, hanging out, all that type of fun stuff. And a couple other things I want to talk about really quick before we hop into practical drills versus not so practical drills. And, you know, we'll play back actually maybe parts of my intro and see what might be considered practical and not, right? But with all that, you guys saw what happened in Magdeburg, Germany, not too long ago, right? Potential terrorist attack utilizing a vehicle to pretty much run over a crowd of people at a Christmas festival. If you've seen the footage of it, then you see how devastating this attack was. As of right now, last I saw, I think 60 people injured, 11 killed. It just goes to show that evil can and will strike at any place or time and will use any tool they find to carry out that violent and disgusting act. So stay observant. And quite frankly, I don't like to go out in big crowds. Especially with my kids. I'm even more on high alert. I can't get comfortable. Like, I love going to concerts. I love going to movie theaters. Haven't been in forever. It's just, you know what I mean? Well, COVID didn't really help that either. But at the end of it all, stay vigilant, guys. That's all there is to it. So, God bless those that have been affected by that horrific attack. And we can only hope that quick recovery to everybody that's, been injured. So with that, I don't think there's too many drills you can run at the range to defend yourself against a vehicle other than cardio. So sorry, a little dark humor there. I'm sorry. But in other news, also, you guys may have saw that we're not going to have a federal government shutdown. The Republicans compromised and ate shit and decided to, throw us even further into debt and give us stupid. They compromised. That's all there is to it. Actually, they didn't even compromise. They just gave in. I think 34 did not, however. Those 34, I applaud you. Good job. Too bad you're vastly outnumbered by the cowards that you work with. It is what it is. You guys remember quite a few years ago, the government did shut down and how we weren't cast into chaos. Society seemed to keep running as normal. In fact, I think those few days, weeks even, I think it was, when it was shut down, we had probably less spending happening during that time. Isn't that kind of crazy? Huh. Yeah. So there you have it. All right. So let's get into the subject matter of today's video. Obviously, we're going to be talking about practical drills at the range. My last video that I came out here on the channel, running this guy that you see right here. This is my Fold AR 300 Blackout 9-inch barrel Huxworks Flow 7.62 can 80M pistol UIC Mod 2 lower SBA5 brace. That brace is same one that you see on my LWRCI there. Same one that I have on now my Santan Tactical that I'm happy to have in. Pretty cool stuff. By the way, I pick up all this stuff. I don't know if you guys are familiar yet. You should be with Monadnock Firearms. Do a lot of business with those guys. And they support the channel. and let's just say I legitimately don't think I'd be able to do as much that I do as often as I do it without their support. So give those guys a follow on Instagram as well. Monadnock Firearms. That's Monadnock. I'm still new to the area, so I hope I spelled that right. Monadnock. Somebody have it in the chat. And check them out online also. All right. Gun Owners of America, another one, obviously. And then the organization that I am co-chair of, I put in the chat, 2A Defenders. That is a college student outreach program to help students fight for and defend their Second Amendment. And we are also working hard to get campus carry in as many places as possible. My co-chair, Nico, is a college student himself, so it's really cool to actually have quote unquote boots on the ground in college campuses to actually help spread the Second Amendment. Additionally, if you got a college student in your life, direct them to the 2A Defenders website, where they can actually go to the Speakers Bureau, and it's 2adefenders.gunowners.org, by the way, gunowners.org. It is an affiliate of the Gun Owners Foundation. And you can actually request individuals like myself specifically, and a bunch of others that you might recognize from Gun Owners of America, to come and speak at their campus, which is pretty cool. So we're looking to really hit that hard in 2025. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, with all that being said, as I mentioned in this week's video, or as I mentioned previously about this week's video, I did with my Bull Armory Ultralight, which I don't have on me right now because it's in my holster, stowed away somewhere. And because it's a pretty sweet damn gun, even running iron sights, pretty accurate with the thing. Love it. And I've been running that gun quite a bit with the Streamlight TLR7X that I picked up from Monadnock Firearms. And I got to say, I had a lot of fun running these more practical drills. Now, I talk a little bit about the practicality of these drills in that video, right? And some people are quick to comment on either the short or the reel or whatever, like, oh, you'd be unalived if you did this in real life. You're missing the point. First of all, it's all about training. Believe me, I also train in the Marine Corps, and we do all sorts of military-esque training, and a lot of us still die in combat. So it's a pretty stupid argument if you ask me. So it's all about familiarizing yourself with your firearm, with your gear, with moving in and around a vehicle, with getting shots on target. Even though those are static targets that aren't shooting back at you, familiarizing yourself with that equipment is never going to hurt you when it comes down to that high-stress situation that you hope you never run into. You got what I'm saying? So anybody who wants to challenge me on that, you're an idiot. Get out there and actually run drills. Don't this shit talk on the internet. You're probably not running drills anyway, and you probably suck. So I may have had a little bit earlier. So that's what I got to say about that. The drill I'm talking about is going from a concealed carry pistol to a off-body carbine. And the carbine that I was using, as I mentioned already, is the Fold AR that you see here behind me. That is a great firearm to make that transition to. I want to compare that to other pistols in its category, like the Sig Rattler LT. There's pros and cons to both, correct? For instance, the Sig Rattler LT, the brace or the stock, depending on the configuration that you have, it folds. I can shoot it while folded. Obviously, I cannot shoot this because it folds at the barrel. I can't shoot that in its folded configuration, right? So that's a little bit of a con. However, because it's so compact and with a suppressor, this gun folds in half, and I can put that in my little backpack, and it's very discreet. And if I wanted to suppress my Sig Rattler LT, which I can and I do, but I have it suppressed in my backpack, the suppressor is going to be sticking out of the bag. Pretty impressive if you ask me about the Fold AR. Other applications that's great in is, yes, it's additional firepower if you need it. Obviously, your primary in that situation is going to be your concealed carry. The moment you get to safety, quote unquote, and you have the time, obviously situational awareness, obviously situation will dictate if you have a couple of moments to get to your off-body carbine. Get what I'm saying? Behind cover, you've got your concealed carry out. Let's say they might be moving towards you, but they're at a distance. If that's a possible scenario, whatever. Let's say the situation is clear. Let's say you are safe. Let's say the threat is down. But now you have the moment to transition to maybe a 300 blackout over a 9mm just in case. Why not? You got the extra firepower. School resource officers, instead of carrying around your AR or leaving it in your vehicle, where you shouldn't be leaving firearms, by the way, instead of carrying around an AR slung to your back, looking intimidating, if that's what you want to call it, you can now go a little bit more discreet with your backpack, with the fold AR, with a trauma kit, whatever it might be, inside of the same of the backpack, whatever. Now you've got it all right there. It's nice, slim, low profile, and you can switch to that while your buddy's giving cover, whatever it might be. In a team aspect, that works really, really well, right? Again, all sorts of different applications for this. Why these are considered practical drills over things where you're a little bit more overt. Like, for instance, if we take a look back at the intro, right? Let me bring that back up. And let's go. That's probably not the best drill to bring up. Let's say this, right? I'm rocking an MP5. Notice I've got battle belt, all that type of stuff. You know, how many of us are actually going to be kitted out like this? Or like, let's say, that's the very beginning. Clint, don't you know your shit here? Let's say we get over here. Yeah, how about that? How many of us are going to be kitted out, plate carrier and everything else? How about that? Plate carrier, battle belt? Probably not. You're most likely, for non-military personnel, even still, most people are not going to be looking like how I'm looking in this screenshot right now when they are encountering a threat. They're most likely just going to have their pistol on them if you're carrying, which you should be at all times. So actually running those drills, standoff drills, drawing quick shots on target, things like that, those are extremely important, and you should be practicing those all the time. All right. Other practical drills or familiarization drills are slow and everything else. And honestly, just focusing on the fundamentals. Those are very important, extremely important. I'm going to get to the comments real quick, because obviously I want to see what you guys are saying. By the way, I greatly appreciate all super chats and all that type of stuff. It's going to the Nods Fund, going to support the channel and help me buy ammo because that shit ain't cheap. And thank you. Greatly appreciate all super chats. As I said, they support the channel in a great way too. All right, cool. Oh, and magdumpmerch.store. You want to rock the same beanie that Alex Stein was in his live stream. You want to rock the hoodie, the jacket, whatever else it might be. magdumpmerch.store is where you can get all of that goodness. All right, cool. So Tanner, first of all, thanks for being a member. Tanner, great way to end the week. Cheers, Clint. Cheers to you, man. Thanks for being here. Country Bear Assassin, quick with the second comment. I just got in the second comment on the list. Was hoping for first. That's all right. There'll be another live stream. All right. This will be a good discussion. Excited for Freedom Friday stream. Thank you, man. Sorry, not a member yet. We'll join the cool kids after Christmas. Appreciate it, dude. Keith, good to see you again. Cheers, everyone. And Clint, Freedom Friday at last. You're absolutely right. Pew Pew Jameson, again, thanks for being a member. Good evening, everyone. Merry Crassus. Merry Christmas, everybody. We say Merry Christmas here, as you should say. And if you follow a different religion, whatever, say whatever you're, Happy Hanukkah or whatever the hell. I mean, you're not going to offend me. At the end of the day, it's all goodwill. Unless you're saying happy holidays. Dude, screw off, man. Come on. Whatever. Just say what you mean. Fishing Gunner JF, thank you for being a member as well. I need to find a decent range with barriers and stuff. Nothing around me in central PA. Check out in Pennsylvania, there's the Ben Franklin range. I'm actually wanting to get out there and do some stuff with them at some point. So check out I think it's called the Ben Franklin range in Pennsylvania. And thank you guys, by the way, for following 2A Defenders. You guys put us over 100 there. 2A Defenders has been around for a little bit, but we kind of restructured, and now me and Nico are co-chairs of 2A Defenders, and we're looking to arm and educate our students, harden our schools. Get what I'm saying? Harden our campuses. All right. Let's see here. Gio, always good to see you, man. Hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Only practical drill at the range is the Bill drill next. You can say Merry Christmas here, Gio. It's all right. Chevy Jim. Hello, Clint. Look at the state of Michigan Senate Bill 1134 regulates the color of a firearm that can be owned. Yeah, I'll check that out. We'll see what the hell that's about. All right. Sully, evening all. I have to watch later. My work schedule's night. Catch you later. Sully, again, thank you for being a member as well. Cheers to you. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's see here. Let me see what everybody's talking about as far as different drills to run, because I'm sure you guys have different opinions about what your favorite drill might be at the range. I'm talking about practical, good drills to run. I'm not talking about just mag dumping into trash, all right? Because that's not what we need to be doing here. Rob Jones of Monadnock Firearms. Merry Christmas to everybody. Cheers, brother. Always good to see you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While Rob's here, did you guys look at Monadnock Firearms is sponsoring one of the categories for the Gundies? It's actually one of the most, if you ask me, probably one of the most, if not the most significant category because of the previous winner. It is most likely to survive the apocalypse. And of course, the legend himself, Paul Harrell, won it last year, which is awesome. And so in honor of Paul, Monadnock really wanted to step up the giveaway for that category. And big shout out to, is Otter in the chat today? We haven't seen her in a while, but big shout out to Sons of Liberty Gunworks, Trijicon, Trauma Pack. How freaking awesome is that? And Premier Body Armor for throwing in on that giveaway. So one of you who voted in that category will be randomly selected to win a Trijicon ACOG with the Sons of Liberty Gunworks rifle, 13.7 pinned and weld, I believe it is. Premier Body Armor, Fortis level 3+ plates and plate carrier. And of course, Mira Safety also is a gas mask. Monadnock Firearms is throwing in the gas mask for that one. So again, just pretty freaking cool. And Trauma Pack, you guys know I love those guys. I rock their stuff all the time. They just have awesome gear. So really cool that Monadnock Firearms sponsored that category and is ultimately doing what I think is the best giveaway in the Gundies. So hell yeah, dude. That's freaking awesome. So good job, Rob. Thank you guys for a couple of super chats that came in. Solo Gordo, always good to see you, dude. Merry Christmas. Just got my DD Mark 12 upper on a full ambi Griffin armament lower. Can you go over your Mark 12 setup real quick? The answer is yes. So I've got two over here. This is my DD Mark 12. Is that handling a firearm, YouTube? This is my DD Mark 12 right here. Complete Daniel defense. This is what do you mean to say? 18-inch. Now, the Daniel Defense uppers do not come with the Allen Engineering, the collar system for the AE M5 silencer that you see right here. I sent mine off to Allen Engineering and had that installed. If you buy a Palmetto State Arms Mark 12, it comes with that installed and everything. It does also come with PRI furniture. This is actually a really cool gun. All right, really cool gun. So yes, this silencer can go on this gun as well. It's pretty freaking neat. Actually, let me, so you guys can actually see what the hell I'm talking about here. So Daniel Defense and PSA, I will be doing a comparison because for obvious reasons. And I also want to do a complete comparison of PRI and all that stuff, right? So I'm going to hit up my boy Texas Plinkin, Brandon, and because he's a Mark 12 lover just like I am. So I think we're going to do like a pretty awesome comparison there. And Solo Gordo, let me just remove your chat really quick so guys and gals can see what's going on here. Right, B5 Systems Furniture. I've got an older Leupold on my Daniel here. It's the Mark AR 4-12 second focal plane. Is it? Yeah, 4-12 by 40 Mark AR. They don't make that line anymore. Honestly, I love that scope. It has done such a good job. And then on here, I've got this thing pretty a budget friendly Mark 12, Swamp Fox, all that stuff, and it's pretty sweet. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, be looking out for comparison on both of those guys. Tango down stubby grip on this guy. This is just, it's not an actual Knights vertical grip. I think it's just a Pro Mag, but it's a piece of plastic that goes on metal. So you just, whatever. But yeah, there you have it. Like I said, I'll do more in depth at a later time, but you're going to absolutely love the Mark 12. I absolutely love suppressing the Mark 12 also. So check that out. All right. From Jake Boxer, wife and I love our Clint glasses. That's what I'm talking about, man. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That's again, magdumpmerch.store. You can pick up your logoed whiskey glasses, live free and logoed wine glasses. Also, obviously they're bin shot. Notice you got the 308 bullet in them. And obviously I'm drinking out of mine as well. Is that going to actually go into focus? There you guys have it. Yeah. New stuff coming soon. You guys will see it. Like I said, once hats are back on the site too, I'll put out a discount code just for the live stream viewers because they weren't around for Christmas. I'm sorry. So just stay tuned for that. All right. Cool. Midnight Hunter, thank you as well, man. Is it worth taking a 2-day class with Frank Proctor or better to buy more ammo? Frank Proctor. Why do I know that name? Frank. There's a lot of instructors out there, guys. Some might not be that reputable. Others might be freaking awesome. Let's see here. So Frank Proctor, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not too familiar with. Retired Green Beret, 2 Division, USPSA Grand Master, pistol and carbine training and gear with an intuitive and minimalist approach and performance. FrankProctorShooting.com. I mean, as far as I can tell, looks legit. So here's the thing. I don't think you can really go wrong taking classes, because even if you take a class with a bad instructor, you might be able to learn from that. Like, if you somewhat know what you're doing, you might be able to say, that's probably going to get you killed. You probably shouldn't do that. Like I said, I don't know anything about Frank. From everything that I can tell, it looks pretty legit. I do know Royal Range. I'll give him a follow just to keep up with it. What the hell? Why did that start? My live stream just started on my phone. That was weird. All right. But anyway, I did see that Royal Range looks to be hosting him, and Royal Range I know is reputable. I shot there with Kyle Lamb and Surefire in Tennessee. So that was pretty cool. So I think probably legit. You can't go wrong taking classes. All right. Let me just throw that out there. You're going to learn something one way or the other, but you do want to do some checks, right? Make sure that these people are qualified, make sure that they have a reputation, and read reviews from what other people said about it. All right. But yeah, I'll look him up too. Maybe I'll just see. Let's see here. Chad Thomas, can't afford much, but want to contribute. El Presidente, close up, push away, and shoot off the X are my favorite drills that I've listed above. Yes, close up, push away, I think is pretty solid. Shooting off the X. What that ultimately means is shoot, get out of that position. You don't want to be a static target at the end of the day. Moving targets are naturally more difficult to hit. So if you're on a 2A range, make yourself more difficult to hit and move. So there you have it. All right, great. Cool. Let's see here. Let me get to a couple of more. Let's see. I see we've got Jessica Simp 44 over here. Speaking of threats, and according to our Mr. Kaya, cops don't shoot to kill, but rather shoot to stop the threat when necessary. That makes sense to me. You shoot to stop the threat. And sometimes that, quite a bit of the time, if not majority of the time, that usually involves death, right? You want to stop the threat. If the threat is still present, you want to keep shooting the threat. That, I don't think you can go wrong with that mindset, honestly. If you go with the mindset of shoot to kill, now all of a sudden you're entering murder territory, because the threat could be no longer a threat. The threat has stopped. Now, if you're going in with the intent to kill, that means this person who's laid down his arm or laid arms, you know what I'm saying, gun, he's been hit. Oh shit, I'm done. I don't want to get shot anymore. Now all of a sudden they're going in with the idea to kill. Well, he's no longer a threat. He's dropped his gun. He's put up his arm. But if they're going in to kill, well, that's murder. So can't do that, right? Or shouldn't do that. So there you have it. But yeah, that that makes sense in my mind. All right. Let's see here. Did you say that one twice? You did. Okay, you said that one twice. You also said switching to your pistol is faster than reloading and COD Black Ops 6 rewards if with the hot swap achievement. Yes. So something I want to make a note on too, and I'm going to do that again in a later series, is that mindset of switching to your pistol is faster than reloading. That has a limit. That has a limit. I mean, that is faster, but if you're talking about actually rounds on target, I'm probably going to reload rather than switch to my pistol if my target is 200 yards away. Get what I'm saying? So distance might be your limit when that theory expires. So check that idea. All right. Let's see here. On Twitch, Normal Syntax. Good to see you again. I worry about carrying a carbine and being viewed as the threat rather than the counter threat. Yes, that type of stuff is something you absolutely have to worry about, which is why it's also really nice that can be broken down and put away about as quickly as it can be deployed. So, there you go. After the threat is neutralized, all right, let's put that away really quick. Just don't want to be looked at as the threat. You're absolutely right. But then again, there's ways to counter that also, like just drop the gun type of thing. As long as law enforcement maintains that mindset to stop a threat and not to kill, you might be all right there. But at the end of it all, these are chances you have to take. And this is why avoidance is the best bet. But there comes a time where you cannot avoid the situation at hand, and you have to ultimately take responsibility for your own life and those that you love around you into your own hands. And, what do they say about bullets being faster than 911? So there you go. All right. Let's see here. Mike Riley, good to see you as well. Clint, what's your take on my next gun? Henry 45 Long Colt Lever Model X to use with my 45 Colt Schofield. That's cool. Schofield. CVA Cascade 6.5 PRC Long Hunter for hunting, or Browning 6.5 PRC X Bolt for hunting. Man. Personally, obviously, I think the last two are pretty cool. CVA Cascade 6.5 PRC Long Hunter or the Browning 6.5 PRC. Those are cool. But personally, dude, I would go for that Henry to Matt. Personally, I would go for the 45 Colt, the Schofield, because I don't have the Schofield. And the other ones are like, meh, I don't do a lot of hunting anyway. And if I did, I just grab my 308, call it a day. And that's that. But I like the idea of having two 45 Colts, sharing ammo, stuff like that, just like I do with my 357 Golden Boy X model, 357 Henry revolver, all that. You know what I mean? I'd go that way. But, to each their own. But I'd go with the Henry. Let's see here. James, good to see you again. Thanks for being a member. Also, I'm in my beanbag eating Cheetos and my battle rattled Mappo right now. You say just kidding. Are you, though? Are you just kidding? It's okay. We're all friends here. You don't have to worry about being judged amongst us. Okay? Well, you might, depending on what you send into blast your blasters or whatever. All right. Let's see here. Which, as of right now, I'm planning on doing the next one Monday night. Okay. As of right now, we'll see. Oh man. Let's see here. Have an opportunity to train with Frank Proctor, Midnight Hunter. Right. Yeah. Again, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot of instructors in this world. I probably know more than I realize. But like I said, I just don't know Frank personally. So let's see here. I know you're a big fan of the FNX 45. I am. Have you shot the 545? If so, which would you choose? I've been wanting a 45 carry option. Jonathan Daly. So I love my FNX 45 tactical. Love it. That being said, the 545 and the FNX 45 are one's hammer fired, one's striker fired. You kind of have to, what do you prefer? I will say this, after shooting and running the FN 510 in 10 mil, I fell in love with that gun. I think that's probably the best 10 mil on the market. I don't have one as of right now. I had to, pretty much give mine back that I used at Classic. But I do want to buy one. It's just, there's other things I have to do. So I can't exactly spend money on all the guns that I want. Like I said, all the guns that I want. But yeah. The trigger on the 545 and the 510 is excellent. They did such a good job at fixing what was the issue with the 509, which was that gritty trigger. After a couple hundred rounds, it would break in. After some lubrication, it'd smoothen up a little bit. But to me, that trigger just felt really gritty. Wasn't a big fan of that. I think the 509 is a great platform, but I'd immediately replace that trigger with something aftermarket. But the 545 and 510, you don't need to touch that thing other than maybe putting an optic on it. Perfect guns. Love them. The FNX, fantastic gun. But honestly, man, at this point, I probably actually would go 545 twofold. I already have an FNX, but that's coming from me personally. If I didn't have one over the other, I still would probably lean towards the FNX just for that cool vibe. You're talking to the guy that also owned the FNP, and then a buddy of mine now has that. And then I upgraded the FNX, and now I'm like, that 545 though, you know what I mean? I would have both. If I were like you and I didn't have either one, I would probably actually would go the 545. And the reasoning behind that is newer gun, newer technology. If I knew I was something I'd be carrying, I'd probably just go with the 545. I said it. There, I said it. So there you have it. All right. Thank you, Jonathan Daly. Greatly appreciate that. Let's see here. Frag Out Design Studios. Good to see you. I'm up. They see me. I'm down. If you've ever served, especially Marines, you definitely know where this quote comes from. This is a drill that is actually kind of practical. It is pretty much as quickly as you say that phrase is as quickly as you are moving to the words of that phrase. In other words, I'm up, running, they see me, oh shit, I'm back down. And then my buddy, I'm up, they see me, I'm down as I'm giving covering fire. So I'm up, they see me, I'm down. It's as fast as that, like sprint like crazy. One of the best drills you can run at the range is run. Cardio. Get that heart rate up. All right. And then try to shoot. Let's see here. Just because 744, the Mark 12 is the most favorite 5.56 millimeter gun of our Mr. Henry Chan of 9-hole reviews. Dude, it's my favorite gun to shoot. The Mark 12 is by far just accurate, fun, light recoiling. This guy's pretty heavy. I'll be honest with you. It gets pretty front heavy pretty quick. But this one's with that rail, it's light. That's the biggest difference. Like I said, PRI furniture on the PSA Mark 12, and I gotta love that, right? C. Belsh, Merry Christmas, Al. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, man. My phone was definitely listening to me. I got that. Oh man. Let's see here. Thank you again, guys, who threw in on the super chat. Greatly appreciate all of that. Let's see. John Latz, good to see you, man. I can't tell you how much I love your wall. Greetings from Catawba, North Carolina. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of work and effort into here, right? By the way, guys, if you're newer to the channel, welcome. If you're not, share this part. Because, once I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, my man Rostic Arms over there, Smart Shooters LLC, they are going to donate to the channel one RA-15 premium rifle to be given away. And I think that is super cool. We'll do the giveaway live here on the channel. We're going to see. I will disguise it. I'll disguise it so that way YouTube doesn't get too mad at me about a merch giveaway featuring Rostic Arms. We'll try it. Or I'll just do it solely on Rumble. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we'll do it. All right. That's all there is to it. 100,000 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your family, and we'll get that out there. Right. And yes, I'm going to deck it out with, stuff, right? Can't just give you a rifle without an optic or a sling or other things. You know what I mean? So that'll be pretty cool. Let's see here. Mike Riley is giving a little bit of feedback about Frank Proctor. Frank is a quality instructor, but I would also recommend Tactical Hive, cheat codes of shooting class. All right. So there's a good recommendation as well. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. General Grant. Evening, everyone. Bought Red Dead 1 on PC for the Epic Games launcher, and it appears I can't mod it. Oh, no. But Red Dead 1. Wow, that's the first. Wow. I just realized that. That's awesome, dude. But still, I'm sorry you can't mod it. Some of the mods you see in Red Dead Redemption 2 with Arthur Morgan, like flying around on, a dragon or something. It's pretty funny. Oh, man. Let's see here. Adam Manala at Mike Riley, a 9mm at 200 years is still traveling around 800 feet per second. Let me go back to where we are at. Well, I don't remember what. Here we go. You can hit 200 yards with a 9mm, but yeah, may not even penetrate close. It'll still penetrate, but the likelihood of making shots on target, accurate shots. I mean, if you're just trying to keep heads down, accuracy through volume, sure, and then get to cover and then make your reload, do whatever you got to do. But if you're looking at making a hit on your target, then reloading might be better. But again, situation dictates every time, right? If it's 500 yards, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to reload. Let's see here. Vulcan Rumble, Clint, when are you going to be at Monadnock? I actually will probably be there tomorrow morning. I got some stuff I got to do over there. Also, I just had a minor heart attack. Okay. I really got to check the wall before I go live. There's something I'm not allowed to talk about that's currently in the bunker right now. I'm not going to lie. I was just like, holy shit. Woo. Okay. Let's just say there's going to be something very cool released just prior to SHOT Show from one of my favorite manufacturers. I'm not going to give you any more than that. It's something we all want. It's doesn't need to be talked about anymore. All right, cool. Yartims, what's up, man? Gundy's alert checkout. Show Low Manufacturing's AK 9mm PCC, the Blackjack. They are nominated for Most Innovative Company 2024. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Look, there was a lot of nominations, a lot of voting, which I got to record a quick video, maybe even after this or first thing tomorrow morning, letting everybody know that, hey, voting's now closed for the Gundys. The staff is working hard, tallying everything up, and obviously nominations will be released very, very soon. Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's data collection, so it shouldn't be that bad. But there you go. On Twitch, the Range Minded Podcast. What's up? Love the FNX 45. Right there with you. Dwight Loads also on Twitch. FN5. Well, the other one was X Twitter. Sorry, this one's on Twitch. FN510. It is LOL. I got the full size 509 with an Apex trigger. Yep, that would be the one I'd recommend and love it. But I've heard the same sentiment that the 545 and the 510 triggers are game changers for the platform. Thanks for the insight. Appreciate your time. Thank you. They are. I know I have a review up still over on Classics channel of the 510. If we talk anything 10 mil, I'm sure the 510's in that video if it's me in there, and you'll absolutely see it. Right. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Clint, what's your 0 yard for AR? Mine's 36 yards. Mine's 50. Mine is 50 because I know exactly where 50 yards is in any conjunction within my yard. And I also will most likely have either one of the Mark 12s or my M4A1 on me. Occasionally my Mark 13, but it's usually one of those three when I do my little night out with my dogs. I let them out for the last time at night. It gets like dark here at like 4:30 now. It's ridiculous. And there's predators, right? I have stared down a bobcat, right? It's a little intimidating when your dogs charge after it and you're like, well, this is going to suck. So thankfully they listened that one time. But there you go. All righty here. Oh, and you also said you already have a 10 millimeter, by the way. So 10 is on hand. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So there you go. The FN 510, you're going to love it. By the way, as a suppressor host, it'll take 45 caliber cans. As a suppressor host, it's incredible. It is amazing. I love it. I gotta get me one. Damn it. But yeah, there you go. And Tanner is absolutely right. The FNX 45 is extremely smooth, right? 69,000 subs. Yes, we are at 69K. I guess I should actually make a post about that because, you know, it's a really nice number to be at. So to 69,000. That's funny. Oh, man. Let's see here. Sorry I'm late. What's up, everyone? Crunchy Taco. Good to see you, man. General Grant. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 1, not Red Dead Revolver. Right. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, but yeah, either way, you can't mod Red Dead Redemption 1 with Marston. Huh. I guess that's why I haven't seen it on the gaming channels being modded or anything. I don't know. But there you go. My bad for thinking about Red Dead Revolver. All righty here. Sorry, just want to make sure. Everything's good on my end as far as the Marine Corps goes. Okay, here, let's see here. Yes, thank you much. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Tactical High from Midnight's Hunter would be great, Mike. Thanks. Would require travel worth considering. There you go. Continue on. I don't know who that is. So let's see here. Clint, you need a new ice cube. I didn't ever have an ice cube in there. By the way, I'm not drinking 2A bourbon tonight as much as I love it. I decided to go a little scotch. This is actually a very mellow scotch. You don't typically hear about mellow, especially Isla scotches. This is Lafroig Oak Select. It's very smooth, very easy. I like it a lot. It's good. Let's see here. Jeffrey Brown, Daniel Defense has a new pistol, the H9, I think it's called. They do. And they did recently do kind of like an upgrade to it. When it first came out, there were some issues, but it's ultimately, imagine, you guys remember the Hudson H9, the Daniel H9, they bought all of the rights to the Hudson, and I think they only kept 3 of the original components from the original Hudson H9. You can almost quote me on that. I believe it's only 3 components from the original pistol. What makes that gun, unique is, of course, its operating system being short recoil. So compared to just direct blowback, it's a cool gun. I'll say that. Daniel, obviously, to break into the pistol world, wanted to do something completely different than just another striker fired gun. So they went the option of, or this route. And it was definitely a task for them, and it's got a lot of potential. Let me say that. So we'll see. I think there's going to be more things to come, some cool things to come. But yeah, the H9, it's interesting to say the least. Let's see here. Chevy, I've got, all right. I've got a lot of manufacturers that I really, really like. All right. Daniel Defense, Henry, some of my favorites. Okay. You guys also know SIG is up there for me, FN as well. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know if you saw released on Instagram just a couple of moments ago. Zastava has just announced the M72. Oh, yes. Not, it's all right. I'll have one soon. You'll see it on the channel very, very soon. All right. Let's see here. Let me, chain of command type stuff, frost calls and everything. I reached out to my guys. So, let's see here. Continuing on. Can I shoot bobcats? The answer is yes. But it legitimately has to be attacking my livestock, or threatening animals, things like that. If it's just lurking, no, right? That's poaching. But if it is in the defense of livestock, then yes. And check it out. Who's in the chat? Fold AR. Clint, what's the best AR? The one that's on you. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. It's awesome to see you guys in the chat. Thank you guys so much. And there's mine, obviously, right there. I was just talking about it just a little bit ago. And talking about, obviously, my latest video that dropped covering the 300 Blackout 9-inch barrel assembly and the Fold AR upper receiver on my American Defense Manufacturing UIC Mod 2 pistol lower. I will be doing a standalone review of Fold AR. All right. Almost there. Fold AR. There it is. And I need to put like a little reference thing like right over here, like, all right, and stop. That's where I point. But yeah, I will be doing a standalone review. I do have different barrel assemblies. I also have a 12.5-inch. I wonder at what point YouTube says no more, right? Because I can handle barrel assemblies. Those aren't firearms. You know what I'm saying? Before YouTube would shut down the stream, I would assume. But I've got a 12.5-inch 5.56 barrel assembly and also a 16-inch 5.56 barrel assembly. What's really cool about Fold AR is you can buy multiple barrel assemblies and have only one upper, and it utilizes an AR takedown pin. You pop that, the barrel assembly pulls out, and then you put on a 16-inch, 12.5, different caliber, whatever it might be. Like I go from 5.56 to 300 Blackout fairly often on this configuration or on this setup. And it's like within seconds, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really cool. You could obviously just switch upper receivers. That's true. But I can pretty much guarantee you that you're not going to do it as quickly. And you're also not going to have the folding capabilities if you're just switching upper receivers. You get what I'm saying? So it's a really cool concept, and it's not just a concept. It's in action. It works. And dude, it's so freaking cool. So there you have it. The only thing I'd recommend, obviously, especially if you're going from calibers and barrel lengths, your zero will change for your optic, right? So having your optic zeroed for, let's say I have this optic I use for both 5.56 and 300 Blackouts, EOTech EXPS3. I have it right now zeroed for the configuration that I'd most likely be using it in a defensive situation, which is this one. Right. So for my 9-inch 300 Blackout barrel length, I know that when I throw on my 12.5, I know what corrections to be made on the optic. A couple clicks that way, couple clicks that way type of thing. So just keep that in mind if you're changing caliber, barrel length, stuff like that. Easy enough if you ask me. So there you go. Cool. Let's see here. Continuing on. I know we've got a couple more super chats that came in. So big thank you to all of you guys. Maximus Decimus Meridius is in the chat here. Have you seen the Warfare trailer by A24? First of all, again, I'm super stoked that Fold AR is in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. And secondly, have I? Should we just watch it real quick? We should just watch the trailer. I'm going to pull it up on the BoobTube. Guys, this trailer, like, It, oh man, does it just look awesome. All right, I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'll share my screen. We'll all watch it together here. It's the movie title is Warfare. It's coming from A24, which is a I mean, A24 has just been doing like some legit awesome shit, right? So let me go ahead and pull this up really quick. Oh, let me hide your comment so it isn't blocking everybody's view. All right, y'all check this out. All right, let's watch this together. Let's do it. I prefer that, but I also don't want to block what you're seeing. So, all right, here we go.
How's it going?
Going well.
Okay.
That's that new guy energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's back. That's the fourth fucking time he's done that.
So you're peeking and probing.
Speaking with serious intent to probe.
Alpha 2, we might have guys starting to move on our position.
Copy. We're getting a buildup of activity here, too.
Yeah, I definitely see weapons at this point.
Yeah, we have definite massing.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing like Top Guns from Warfare.
Redman 08 is profane. We're seeing activity converging to your north and south.
This is Frogman 6 Romeo. We need evac at our last known position. We have severely wounded. Who's severely wounded? It's not you. Is it me? Who is it? No, it's not you. No, is it?
Copy. 1, we're in contact 2. You coming to you or you coming to us?
Stand by.
We'll let you know when we're inbound.
Let's move!
Here's the plan.
EA 5 minutes, over.
The scouts are going to lead us out, and I'm bringing up the rear. Pop smoke. Smoke out. We are all coming back.
OP1, they are en route to you.
3 minutes out! 3
Next one coming up.
I'm fucked up.
2 minutes out! 2 minutes!
Where are you guys?
Look for the blood and the smoke.
Multiple bad guys trying to get to our position. Inbound! Inbound! Find cover! 1 minute out!
We have enemy on our building and all surrounding buildings.
Roger that. Stand by. Going hot.
You gotta get ready, man. This is gonna hurt.
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it looks legit. You know what I'm saying? It looks pretty freaking cool. One of the I noticed Solo. So sadly, you don't see the M14. You're probably not going to see the EBR M14. I don't think the Army deployed the M14 or the EMR. I don't think the Army deployed the M14 as much as the Marine Corps Navy did during that theater. So probably won't see it in that time frame. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. You guys let me know in the chat what you think about that trailer, of course. Really quick couple of other super chats. Tanner, thank you, man. Appreciate it as always, bro. See what your glass looks like full before I decide to buy it. I see what you're trying to do there. Also asking for the chat. See what it looks like full. Of course you are. I got 2A bourbon over there once I finish the Lafroig, which I've yeah, y'all trying to get me rowdy tonight. I see how it is. Oh man, appreciate it, Tanner, bro. Willie, what's up, Willie? Springfield St. Victor, thoughts and opinions. Willie, first of all, love your thumbnail, man. You look good, or your profile pic. And as far as the Springfield St. Victor goes, dude, I think the Springfield Saint is actually a pretty solid AR. Again, there's other ones out there that might be pretty competitive. I always talk about the IWI Zion. I talk about my boys over at Rostic, right? For keeping guns like, let's say under $1,500. You can find pretty awesome guns for that price range, honestly. And every now and then, local gun shops, as long as you don't got one that's trying to like just scam you, dude, I kick myself every now and then. There are a couple of Colt, actually there's one Colt 20-inch M16. It was a that came into Monadnock, and there's a Colt M4 that came in. Both of them were sub 1K used, you know, and they looked good. And why I didn't buy that 20-inch, I should have got it right there. After I found out it was there, the next day I go in to take a look at it. It was already sold. I should have just ran over there, but what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So it's really cool to find at your like local gun shops, some awesome used guns. Like, I don't speak against used guns. Obviously, put it through its own paces, you know, yourself, to make sure that, you know, somebody didn't jack it up by installing something wrong and leave it at that. You know what I mean? But as far as the Springfield St. Victor goes for out of the box gun, I think it's actually a pretty awesome gun, personally. Right. Thank you. Yartims, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Willie, thank you for the super chat. Tanner, all of you guys that have donated to the channel, thank you so much. James, thank you as well. Need to get ATF Karen to approve my e-form so I can have my dual stamp 12-3 SBR over 30 days now. That sucks, man. Depending on how you file. I just saw my buddy Jason on Instagram. He posted, you know, within 72 hours, he had one of his tax stamps come back. Depends on how you file at the end of it all. So it's got to be up there following it. Normal syntax, A24 trailer is badass, right? That's what I'm saying. I wonder what some of the drills were that they were running at the range. You know what I mean? If you're going to talk about being practical, it also depends on the situation that you're in. What's practical for law enforcement might not be practical for you and me. What's practical for the military might not be practical for you know what I'm saying? So really, it just depends. That's all there is to it, okay? Let's see here. You can't pick up a gun, but we can watch this. Okay, YouTube. It's what they consider art, I guess. I don't know. American Sniper vibes. Yeah, a little bit. I definitely get that. Crunchy tacos. Anybody else hard, or is it just me? Dude, what I'm saying is, though, that scene, you know, with the close air support, just awesome, dude. It's really cool. Gave me goosebumps, Brian. Yeah, dude, it's pretty freaking sweet. Let's see here. Radical, $400 right now. It's crazy, dude. And Radical, honestly, guys, like, look, I know they're definitely on the cheap side of things. I have picked up Radical AR-15s, at least from a few years ago. You know, when you hold it, okay, you know, like, okay. But every Radical that I've ever shot, guess what it did? It went bang, and I got rounds on target. You know, so there you go. Oh, man. Let's see here. Tax stamp wait since July 1. Yikes. Man, the more you drink, the better your opinions are. I think my opinions are the same. It's just I get a little bit more vocal, I guess you could say. Oh, man. The Delta Force Black Hawk Down video game trailer is legit, too. Man, do y'all remember Black Hawk Down, the video game that was like on PC like years ago? God, that was a fun one, dude. That was a lot of fun. Delta Force Black Hawk Down video game trailer. We want to watch that one? I'll let the chat decide. We can continue on over here. Let's see here. Cody. Well, that's annoying. What's annoying, Cody? What happened? Something going? Is everything okay? Let's see here. Coming back up. Oh, shit. It's the remake of it? Say what? No kidding, dude. All right. Well, yeah, I want to watch that, man. I definitely want to watch that. Let's pull that up real quick. Black Hawk Down video game. Dude, that was such a fun video game, man. Delta Force official Black Hawk Down campaign teaser. All right. Dude, I'm so like, I haven't played. The only video games I play now is like Civilization on my iPad. After becoming a dad, I just cannot take the time to sit down in front of a TV screen and just play a game as much as I'd honestly like to. I saw one of you guys ask if I prestiged in Call of Duty yet. Dude, I haven't even played the new Call of Duty. I want to, I really do. But whatever, I'll get there eventually. I'll start playing again. My fiance, Kels, she wants a PS5 for Christmas. And I'm like, when are we going to, we can get the PS5. Okay. And then what? It's just going to sit there, as much as I'd love to see her put on her headset and start, murking noobs, it probably turned me on, honestly, but what are you going to do? Let's see here. That's funny. Tanner, you ever go upstairs after a live stream and say, wow, my internet friends are weird? No, honestly, I'll go upstairs like, that was a fun live stream. That's usually where it goes. So let's see here. Let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up really quick. I'm going to share my screen one more time because I'm pretty excited about that, honestly. Boop, 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 boop. Present, share screen. Where is you? Share. Let's check it out. Rocket the fall. Yo, the Gordy carbine. God, if you guys thought Gordy clones were bad right now, wait till after this game drops, man. Oh, there it is. Good heart. That guy looked like he took an RPG right next to him. It wasn't even phased. Oh, man. It does look pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty neat, man. I'd totally be down to play that again. Let's see here. Rumble super chats aren't showing up for you. Apparently asked how to get involved with the 2A defenders and bring y'all school near me. Oh, shit. Maybe I should actually just pull up Rumble and we won't have that problem. So let me go to Rumble real quick. My bad, guys. I thought that they actually would. Let me see. That's weird that it's not transferring from Rumble to StreamYard. I know the connection there. They're still kind of working on that. But all good. I can go to the actual live stream on the channel and view everything over there really quick. So no big deal. And appreciate you guys watching over there and hanging out and everything. Yeah, there's an entire conversation happening over here. All right, how about that? For instance, from 760 olds 442, Merry Christmas, God bless. Appreciate that, man. So Cody over on Rumble, Merry Christmas, Clint. What would someone have to do to get involved with 2A defenders? I'm not in college anymore, but would love to help you guys advocate in my state and bring y'all to schools here. Yeah, dude. So 2adefenders.gunowners.org is the actual website. You can actually submit right there. You don't have to be a college student to, submit. So you guys can go ahead and put that word out there. If you have a local campus, anything like that, like, dude, we'll come and talk. Like, that's all there is to it. We are looking at partnering with some other big organizations that already traveled to college campuses. You might probably see them kind of often on YouTube, Charlie Kirk. So, it would be pretty cool to get involved with them a little bit more and actually start doing like a campus tour and, visiting college campuses and actually talking about the Second Amendment and how it applies everywhere, not just where the state deems it applies. It's everywhere. All right. That's, there's different bills that, GOA is currently looking at to help push, to help promote, concealed carry reciprocity, all sorts of cool things. Okay. So just be waiting. But yeah, 2adefenders.gunowners.org is where you can check us out. All right. So let's see here. But thanks again, Cody. I greatly appreciate that, man, for the super chat over on Rumble. All right. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that game though. That would actually be pretty fun. I might find time for that one, Oh man. Let's see here. My PS5 streams all my movie channels. So I mean there is that, That's pretty cool. If you have an old lady that wants a PS5, you roll with it. That's all there is to it, right? I think you might be right about that. Tanner, Pat, I don't have one. Just heard Clint say it. What year? 4042. Oh, okay. Old's 442. Got it. That's sorry, Rumble guys. 76 Olds 442. Merry Christmas, God bless. That was the first comment on Rumble. So 76 Olds 442. That don't sound small block to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But yeah, I think you're right. If she wants a PS5, maybe I should just get her a PS5 and just shut up, right? It's not too late. Shit. Is she watching? I'm waiting for the text. All right, let's see here. Oh man. Justin, good to see you, bro. Turning Point USA God tier. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff over there. Let's see. Pat Walsh. Okay. Tanner, buddy had a 69 built. Nice. Pretty cool shit, man. Chris, good to see you as well. 8R22 late, but I made it. What's up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a member as well. Greatly appreciate that. Maybe she'll buy you a Porsche if I buy her a PS5. Yeah, a remote controlled Porsche, right? I do. That's actually some of the cars that I absolutely miss, man. I had a couple of Porsches. Let's start with the oldest one, which was my favorite, the 79 911 SC Targa. Should have never sold that car, but when you're young and dumb, what do? You know what I mean? 89 944 S2, 89 911 Targa, 2002 Boxster S, but that car was meh, it was fine. And that was it for the Porsches, I think. I did look at a 928 because Porsche, there is no substitute. There is no substitute. However, Tom Cruise said it in Risky Business. But yeah, I do like Porsches. But the last sports car that I had that I don't have anymore either is a 1990 Corvette ZR1. That was the first year of the ZR1. And yeah. Such a cool car. But yeah. Tanner, love my Hellcat red eye, wide body, and straight line. Yeah, in a straight line, I bet, man. Cool shit, dude. All right, so back to the topic really quick, guys. I am going to start winding it down here in just a few because I haven't had dinner yet. So with that, I do want to go over just in conclusion types of drills, right? So a lot of the different drills that we run at the range are obviously a lot of fun, okay? Well, son of a bitch. Pew Pew Jameson, dude. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Now I feel like I have to stream a little bit longer. It'd be rude if I hopped off now, Dude, thanks for all you do, Clint. Take the wife and twins out for a nice dinner. From my family to yours. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, man. That means so much. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. God bless you, man. And man, that's awesome. So cheers. By the way, I can't fill my glass right now. The Lafroig is upstairs, and I'm not going to down it. I mean, there are other options, I guess. I could try some things. Let me think about it. But Tanner, you're a bad influence, bro. You're a bad influence. Oh man. By the way, I'll get your order out. I got everything all ready and all that stuff. It'll be going out. My bad on the delay. Uh, but with that, I saw one of you guys one shot reload, one shot. I actually am a big fan of the one shot reload, one shot. Some people will say it's not a practical drill because no situation would dictate that you're only shooting one shot and then reloading and then one shot. But I think there's a lot of, I guess you could say, oversight, overlooking the reason behind that drill. Yes, it's to build muscle memory in a sense. I have never run a bunch of one-shot reload, one-shot drills, and then ran a course of fire. And then because I ran that one-shot reload, one-shot drill so much, I found my muscle memory to honestly just be going straight into a reload. You know what I'm saying? Personally, others may have had that issue. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with the one-shot reload, one-shot, because I truly am a fan of, especially if you're doing it from a holster or a down position, right? Where you're coming up, one shot, insert mag, reload, one shot. I think it's a great familiarization drill. Low round count is something also I favor. Why? Because as I mentioned before, ammo is expensive. Okay. And I like to train in low round counts to make sure that I'm doing these different types of familiarization drills. So that way I'm actually good and efficient with my equipment, So, you know, what can I say? Just, I like low round count drills. I also like high round count drills on a belt fed full auto, but what are you going to do? So, oh man. Clint, Visions FPV. Clint, you're the man. I watched the CF video with US Arms. Nice. Now have a Champion Gen 2. Very cool. Anytime I want to buy something, look up your videos. Glad you're still doing your own thing on the tube. Greatly appreciate that, man. It means a lot. Yeah, that's great, dude. And I truly wish I could get more content out there. It's not like I don't have things to talk about. It's just it is a lot. Being I always appreciated what Ryan and John and so many other guys behind the scenes did, and of course our editors and everything. But now I have even more of a special appreciation for that, because now I'm the guy not only in front of the camera, but technically behind the camera, and the editing and the thumbnail and also the content design or creativity. It's a lot, y'all. And so big shout out to the guys that have been doing this for a long time that actually put out what I consider to be I think I put out good content, right? I think I put out decent content. But as far as editing goes, there's so many people that do it so much better. You know what I mean? Tactical toolbox, tactical considerations. Those guys come to mind. You know what I mean? That seem to be kind of more hey, they do it all. You know what I mean? So there you go. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Be a man. Oh man, you guys are pretty much gonna no balls me into this bullshit. Let's see here. Pat Walsh, Clint, you're blessed with a lot of friends. Is that what you guys call yourselves? Oh man, Solo Gordo, what's for dinner? That's a good question, man. I'll figure that out when I get upstairs. Let's see here. LOL, pew pew. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. There are indeed glasses on the table. Oh boy. It's going to get fun. Pat Walsh, no need to use ammo. That's the other thing I want to talk about too. Dry fire drills are extremely important. Also, I had a really cool phone call today with Unit Solutions. Somebody asked about them in a couple of live streams ago, if not the last live stream. Unit Solutions utilizes a how do you say it? So imagine, if you will, a firearm that's not a firearm, but acts, looks, functions just like your real AR, but shoots a projectile that's not going to hurt you. Well, it'll let you know you've been tagged, put it that way, okay? Short of UTM, airsoft, paintball, things like that, the type of ammunition that Unit Solutions utilizes does not have a primer. You can't even use real gun parts in it, so there's no way that you can treat this thing as a real firearm. There's no paperwork that has to be dealt with because it's not a firearm. It's an awesome training tool. And it's something that whenever I start teaching my classes, especially for beginner shooters, it's pretty much a blue gun, but a functioning blue gun. Imagine that, right? So it'll be a really cool thing. I plan on doing a video on it here, relatively soon, and talking about that. So just going to say, I think it's a pretty cool idea. All right. But yes, Cool Fire is another company. If you want to actually implement some dry fire, that is legitimately dry fire, no projectile being shot or anything like that, check out Cool Fire also. They do some pretty cool stuff if you want to try to make it as real as possible without, going bang, essentially. All right. Let's see here. What zero on your 9-inch 300 blackout, still 50 yards? Yes, because again, that's what I have right here in my backyard. I know 50 yards in and out, and my 300 blackout is, there you go. I just know anything within 50 yards, just aim a little bit higher, so that's all there is to it. Let's see here. Pat, thank you. I greatly appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support there. Let's see here. Have I heard about prices of ammo going down in the near future? No, I've actually only heard things about going up. But if, I don't know, things go by way of 2016, hopefully we see price reduction all around. So we shall see. All right. Let's see here. Tanner says I do that in the house just to get reps in, always playing with guns, especially during the winter when it's -70. Forget that. I thought, like, what is it outside right now? 23 degrees was cold, -70. If you're being legit about that. Nah, dog. That ain't it. That definitely ain't it. Let's see here. Peanut butter and jelly till she gets a PS5. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I laughed at that one. Doing dry fire drills while watching this, but getting Cheeto powder on all my shit. Oh, man. Just as a talk about like licking your pistol, but that's a whole different conversation. Let's see here. At Keith Decker, I like it. What is Keith talking about up here? That's a good drill, Chevy. My random drill. I take 10 mags. Each mag has a different ammo count, 1 to 5, then shoot till out, reload, always a surprise. That's good. I like that. I always say too, like, have your friends load your mags. That means two things. One, randomly loaded. Also, that means you trust your friends to load your mags and not put a 300 blackout in your 5.56 mag. Also, that means you're having your friends come to the range, so it's a community thing. Yeah, I actually don't know if I'd actually trust my friends loading my mags. I mean, my friends, yeah. Matt did get me with a blank one time, though. I'll never forget that. Let's see here. And so, yeah, Keith is saying he likes that drill quite a bit. Yep, totally get that. And like it. Like to put a twist on known drills. Change them up, doing the same old gets boring. I get that. I totally get that too. Let's see here. I got my crap showing up. It's funny. Everything you see on camera looks great, but behind that, man, I got to clean my desk. Cheeto powder is evidence of good training. Right. 28 now, snowing in Commie, Connecticut. It's been snowing all day here. I'm hoping to get some pretty cool content tomorrow. So that should be pretty cool. Sully, YouTube ate my super member for 1 month. Thank you, Sully. Greatly appreciate that. And did YouTube eat your super? I'm not so sure. I see you. I see you here as a member. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Continue on. Prince Ali. How does the Arrow M4 compare to the ADM UIC Mod 2? I'll let you know very, very soon. I will let you know very, very soon. At least the lower. I do have on the way the Arrow M41 Pro. So lower. So, it's a pistol lower, rifle lower. I don't even know what, I don't even remember. It's a rifle lower. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I like it. All right. There you go. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, dude. Put a spent casing randomly in mags, practice clearing. That's not a bad idea either. Let's see. Tanner, what would you 0.57 pistol at versus 9mm? Honestly, dude, the same. I would probably zero them the same. Because it's not so much the capability of the round, but it's most likely the scenario in which I would be using the pistol is what I'm zeroing it for. So if I know, let's say like my combat handguns, right? 25 yards. 25 yards is typically like, that's cool. Most indoor ranges you can do that at. And typically I'm not going to, let's be honest, most carry guns are going to be used within arm's length. Not to say that zero doesn't matter, but 25 yards I think is a pretty good deal for most applications for a civilian, right? Let's just say. So with that being said, it doesn't really matter if I'm carrying a 9mm, a 45, a 10mm, or a 5.7. If I know that all my guns are zeroed out to 25 yards, no matter the caliber, then I know that. You know what I'm saying? So I personally would just go across the board, same distance. Now, rifles I would consider a little bit different. My 308s I might have zeroed a little bit further out. However, my FAL is more of a 100-yard gun versus, I'm not saying that it's not capable, but this configuration more 300 yards, right? That 308, that's 1,000. That's 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to take my FAL to 1,000 yards. I mean, I could try, but it just doesn't make much sense. You know what I mean? 5.56 guns, my M4A1, my Mark 18, let's say my Mark 18 versus my Mark 12. I've taken this out to 675 yards on 15-inch spotters. Pow, ting, like easy day, right? That's not a 700-yard gun, my Mark 18, right? That's 300 yards and 300 yards is pushing it. Depending on the application, you know what I'm saying? If I have a target at 400 yards and all I have is my Mark 18, you're damn right I'm going to try to take a shot. So it is what it is. But I hope that makes sense. It really depends on the firearm, and it's all congruent with one another, if that's the right terminology I'm thinking of. So, there you have that. All right. When YouTube catches up, $50 to down the glass. That ain't fair, dude. How about this? You send in a $50 super chat, I will down the glass, all right? And I'm going to start with the sip. Man, live stream's about to get wild. If this is the trend that we're going to keep up with. Let's see here. Would be pretty dope to take the FAL to 1K just to say you did it till the CIA comes knocking. Dude, it would actually be pretty fun, quite honestly. 1,000 yards on the FAL with the 4X ACOG, like that would be difficult. What the hell? I don't even have Chris Brown in my music library, and it started playing it. What the fuck is going on? I'll just put you. Well, that's not creepy. All right. Anyway, I just legitimately do not even listen to Chris Brown, and it starts playing on my phone. Oh boy. Don't fall for it, Clint. Being a professional drinker is not a good thing. Dude, I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. I enjoy sipping my scotch. You know what I'm saying? But as they say, $50 is $50. Oh man. I think what's happening is my watch might be picking up, because I'll put my hand up like this and kind of start talking, but that also turns on Siri. So it might think I'm saying play something. and then Apple Music decides to play whatever the hell it thinks I said. So there we go. Pretty odd there, right? This is how Terminator begins. Skynet is listening. And, we just got to, for Christmas, a really cool Christmas gift, if you ask me. It's the vacuum mop bundle, the iRobot things. So they, crawl around and vacuum and mop your floor. And I love it. 2 dogs, 2 kids, 2 cats. I'm surprised the ducks and the chickens haven't made their way inside yet. Especially a long-haired German Shepherd and a Chow Lab mix. Fur is everywhere, and now it's like not. It's pretty sweet, if you ask me. Pretty sweet. All right. Oh man. MK Ultra strikes again. There it is. Oh man. Still not rolling out a government PSYOP, which kind of reminds me of the drones. Oh man. It's okay if you like Chris Brown. Roombas are cool until a dog shits on the floor. I had that happen one time on my older Roomba. And it's the model that's supposed to like pick up on poop and pee. Well, I guess it doesn't pick up on a combination of poop and pee, and it just yeah, that was not a fun time either. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Either that or a pressure washer, right? So by the way, am I caught up on the Rumble chat too? And make sure I'm not missing anything over there. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, Cody, appreciate you, man. But yeah, like I said, 2adefenders.gunowners.org is the website where you can submit it. Additionally, follow on Instagram, 2adefenders, at 2a_defenders, of course, is where you can follow us. Like I said, my man Nico is over there. He is the college student face of the organization. And he and I work together on the social media content and, of course, fighting for the Second Amendment on campuses. And it's really cool to actually be getting emails from students that are wanting to interview me or somebody from GOA about a college project, whatever it might be. And I've had a couple of those interviews, and it's really neat, man, because you can definitely see, a lot of these kids are just trying to get informed. And so they'll approach both, let's say, 2A defenders and, students for gun safety. You know what I mean? And of course that's an anti-gun, thing. And they'll ask questions. And one student actually told me, like, yeah, you made much better points. So I'm like, I know, you don't got to tell me, but I appreciate that. I don't mean to be cocky. I just mean to have facts, and also the Constitution on my side. So there you go. But every Friday we do Fact versus Fiction Friday. Today we brought I'll be posting it up soon here. It looks like all about who is the militia. Last week we had do gun-free zones keep us safe? And there's all sorts of cool little things over there on the Instagram page that I think you guys can find. I think you might enjoy. And of course, Gun Owners of America, right? So all affiliated. So check them out. All right. Let's see here. Bam. Clint, would you do an unsubscribed podcast if you could? Yeah, I'd hop on with those guys. I already love Brandon and everybody. Yeah, that would be a pretty fun one. Mark Gray and Mary Beth, good to see you guys. What kind of scotch are you drinking? It is the Lafroig Oak Select. This is like the most mild Lafroig, and it's a really, I love Lagavulin and Coila and, Oban and regular Lafroig, all those Ardbeg, all those really smoky, peaty scotches. But every now and then something is like really relaxed, as this is really nice. It's like, it's a mellow Lafroig, which is kind of, hard to think about. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. Well, they got more at the liquor store. So, he said, oh shit, Sully did it. Bottoms up. Ah, man. Thanks, Sully. Appreciate that. It's 8:30 now. It's time to start wrapping it up. Man, you guys are a bad influence, like I said. Jake Bucks, by the way, New Jersey says quit playing with your drones. You guys see where the one guy actually shot at one of the drones in New Jersey? I mean, I'd expect that in like Florida, you know what I mean? But New Jersey, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Sully. Oh man. Chevy, is that the Sully suck? The kids will be fine. Oh God. Yeah. I haven't heard a lot of commotion upstairs, so we might be all right. All right. Oh man. So my only thing about shooting at a drone, depending on the elevation, right? Of course, fundamentals here, or primary safety rules. Know your target, what lies behind it. What lies behind my target is everything in that general direction. So, and like I said, it depends on elevation, because if it's low enough and you got a shotgun with birdshot, I'm not really worried about those projectiles coming and falling down. I mean, dude, friends of mine used to stand at one end of a cornfield and then another, and we just shoot shot up in the air and it might hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. Buckshot, I wouldn't do that with. Those pellets would hurt. But I also get concerned about man, what the feds would do to you. You know? It's like, bro, like you're not doing anything about it. You're not giving us any information about it. I got it hovering over my yard, let's say. I downed the bitch. And now what? You know, the feds come knocking on my door and say I destroyed federal property or whatever else it might be, if it's government owned. Like, or did I just do us a favor and knock out a Chinese spy drone? You know what I mean? I don't know. All I know is I got some sort of inanimate object flying in my yard on my property, and I got guns and shit, you know? So it's like, what do you expect me to do? You know, I'm not going to let it just observe me. It's trespassing. If I can stand my ground against a human, why can't I do it against a drone? You know, like, I don't know, man. It's weird dialogue. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I grew up, my dad, we actually made compressed air potato cannons, and we used to put a golf ball in there, and it would launch a golf ball a couple 100 yards. Just gone. We used to put firecrackers in that thing, shoot them up, you know, fireworks, all sorts of stuff, dude. I loved that potato cannon growing up. And yes, it would send a spud into orbit. You know what I mean? So right there with that. If you're saying the feds are lying, does that mean you don't trust your government, bro? Like, come on, man. The government has nothing but your best interest at heart. All right. They're not going to do anything against your will. They're not going to trample on your rights. They're not going to put you in any type of, you know, camps because you didn't listen to them when it comes to a sickness. They're not going to do anything that's going to prevent you from life, liberty, and your pursuit of happiness. Okay, dude, it's the federal government. They're here to protect you. I tried to hold on to that laugh for a while. Roman candle fights were always fun. They were. Saw a video of a guy shooting a Roman candle at one, appeared to hit two. I did see that also. That was like one hell of a shot. I don't trust them, dude. I don't either. Let's see here. Bottle rockets and PVC tubes, RPGs. Yes, absolutely. Man. So shout out again to Pew Pew Jameson. Thank you, man, again for that $100 super chat. Merry Christmas to you. Sully, I got it. I downed it. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the live streams that came in tonight. Thank you guys so much. You know, y'all the best, dude. Y'all the best. And what was that? Trust. What is trust in this society, right? What was that? Sorry. Also, I fly drones myself, hence my YouTube name. Got that. They don't sell drones that big, and if you have one, it's going to be 20,000 plus, and you have to have a license registered with the FAA. So it's interesting, right? Like these are like the 6-foot models or something. They're massive. So how much to have Artemis refill you if she's watching? Oh man, good man, Sully. Yes, Sully, you guys are hilarious. Oh, dude. Y'all need to talk her up. All right, y'all need to talk her up. She'll be at the Gundies. She'll be at SHOT Show with me. I plan on doing a live stream at SHOT Show. I think that would be pretty awesome. I'm going to try to do it on the floor of SHOT Show. If I can get down there before like everybody else, I'll try to sneak in. I'll definitely do it at Goals 2025 because I'll have access to the floor before it opens or while it's opening. And that'll probably just be on Instagram. I could probably do it on YouTube too. I'll try it. But there you go. Goals, the Gun Owners Advocacy Leadership Summit, GOA's annual event. It'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee again. All right. Merry Christmas, bro, and friends. Absolutely. January 20th is the Gundies Award ceremony. That is absolutely correct. Would probably be the only way I'd get to SHOT in this economy. Is what, via drone? Is that what you're saying? Oh, man. All right. Y'all crazy. So I'm going to leave it off there for the night. I appreciate you guys. It's been an hour and a half. On live stream. That makes sense. Yeah. Y'all got me. Man. It'll be August, by the way. Dates are the 9th and 10th, I believe. Actually, I have it right here. Hold on. Goals, Knoxville 25, 2A Defenders, August 9th and 10th. There it is. Yep. So we'll be at the Knoxville Convention Center, okay? William, I'll be at Monadnock before they open tomorrow and probably shortly thereafter. I'm going to be doing a little bit of work over there. And so if you guys, want to be there around opening time, I'll say hey. And see you guys, all right? God bless America. Jessica 744, God bless you as well, man. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas to you and your family and the Mag Dump Mafia. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Drink anymore and you'll be upstairs eating a loaf of bread. You're absolutely right. Keith, I need a meetup date and time and place at Goals. I will make that happen next year. I'll make it happen at Goals. All right. And hi, Clinton. Bye, Clinton 762 Gamer. Good to see you guys. Thank you guys again, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate y'all. I promise the glasses look great when they're absolutely filled. Next live stream, I'll have it filled a little bit more so you can see the logo a little bit better. All right. And we'll leave it off there. But again, can't thank you guys enough for being here. If I cannot get to a live stream Monday night, I do want to go ahead and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. If you believe or not, which I hope you do, God bless you anyway. Last big thing I want to say is, like I did for my Thanksgiving video, I will be dropping a Christmas video as well. And I just want to let you all know that the holidays can be really difficult for a lot of people out there. And if you are struggling during this time, you're not alone. I'm thinking about you. I'm right here. You can comment right now in the live chat before I sign out. You can email magdumpmafia@gmail.com. You can DM on Instagram, even though I am pretty terrible at getting back on DMs on Instagram. So my bad. Email is a better way to go. And I'll leave it off that. All right. You're not alone. You don't need to suffer alone for sure. And God bless you. All right. We're all here, especially at the Mag Dump Mafia. Thank you guys again. And yeah, maybe I'll try to sneak out tomorrow while I'm out running some errands and find that PS5. All right. Don't tell Kels. All right. See you guys next time. Y'all have a good one.